All right, guys, listen up. I need your attention for a minute. Got a very special guest here with me today. That's right, he don't even need an introduction. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now listen, Kareem is gonna be working with the team as a special advisor over this season, all right? That means individual attention for each of you. But before we go out here and win this, I wanted him to say a few words to you guys. Take it away, big dog.
Thanks, Coach. I've been watching what this team has done to start the season, and there's a lot to like. But one of the main things I want to stress to you guys, to each one of you, is how important it is to find balance in your life. Being a professional athlete isn't easy. So you've got to remember to explore the world off the court every chance you get. Go to the library, read a book, educate yourself, and it'll make a difference for you on the court. I promise you that.
Yes, believe me, guys, that's some great advice, all right? I urge you to take everything this man is saying to heart. He ain't a six-time champ for nothing. Balance is key. So with that being said, let's focus up, let's go out here and let's win this game, okay? Let's go, come on.
Let's do it. Listen, AI, you know, I've heard your story. I know where you've been. You have all the potential in the world. But perhaps more than anyone else on this team, you need to be careful not to get caught up in all the off-court distractions. Don't worry about things like fame and branding. Those will come. Focus your time and energy on expanding your mind and worldview. The key to being a true champion is not just physical, but mental and spiritual. Basketball will end one day, but life continues on.
I mean, I hear you, and I appreciate that, but Kareem, I'm still a rookie. You know, I still got plenty of time to think about these things later on, right?
You know, life comes on you real fast, AI. Let me leave you with a quote, something for you to think about. The mind is a gemstone that transforms the body from a circle to a ring.
Huh. Deep, ain't it? Keep your mind on the court, boy. Off that phone. Let's go, Kareem.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I just want to say I really appreciate you coming in and talking to my team. Thank you so much.
Hope I can be of some help.
It means a lot.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. This road trip for the Thunder kicking things off here in this one. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
And it's in your DNA. You come up against a natural rival, you're going to be a little bit salty.
Yeah, some of the fellas will say, this is just like any other game, but the truth is, nah, it isn't.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Chris, looking at the year so far, teams that made big changes in the offseason starting to develop now some chemistry.
Well, it takes some time, especially if the acquisitions are on the younger side. And this is where great coaching can make all the difference. This is where a great basketball culture in the locker room can make all the difference. It's all about, we say chemistry, chemistry, chemistry. What does that mean? It means trust. It takes time to build trust. It takes time to understand your players and what they like, where to get them involved, what makes them better. And once you get to that point, it's a liberating feeling, because now you feel like, okay, guys, we've gotten through the murky waters. Now we can have some fun. We know who we are. We have an identity. Let's go out and be us.
Hartenstein passes to Freq. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Westbrook. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Freq sets a screen for Paul. He got right to the cup using that screen. Paul's got his second bucket.
He has the ball on the screen, a master at changing gears and speed. I mean, Paul challenges your defense to react.
And that one, good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Freq. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's so dangerous from out there. Harden can beat you off the catch, beat you off the bounce, beat you in transition, beat you in your sleep, beat you when you wake. He can beat you.
And stolen by Chris. And here we go. Fast break. Freq's got it. Took him no time at all on that one. Harden's got 5.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
Here's George. James Harden picking up that last basket. Right at the free throw line. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Adams.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's the 3. And it's Freq missing.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
And there's Paul George on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Freq. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Now here's Westbrook. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
Freq passes to Hartenstein. Lets it go with the 3. That one misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
In the corner, George with it. A 3-pointer, no good. Gets trailed by 4. Freq with it. Now the pass to Harden. Knocks down the 3-ball. Harden's got 10. Harden's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches until they find one that works.
Well, Greg, I think the best approach is a solid motion offense. A lot of back cuts, ball movement side to side. Against a team with this kind of defense, good movement is always the key to breaking them down.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Anthony's checking for Marquise Chris. And then for Oklahoma City, Nerlens Noel comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Andre Robertson. Now here's Schroeder. A 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Back to Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Harden. Shot clock at 6. Nobody near George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 13 points in the game. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
And the Thunder have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And that one misses. A lot of personalities in this game, Chris. Such a big part of what makes the NBA so entertaining.
Oh, man, think about our boy Dre, Draymond Green, for those of you that don't know Day, but Draymond Green, his personality is not only great for his team, but also for us fans. How about indeed Mr. Personality on social media? We love him. How about Jaylen Brown? All of these guys are exciting, fun personalities to watch.
The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Chris, and it's Freq in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Westbrook. After the miss from Freq, here's Abrinas. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Paul's running over Westbrook. Paul can't get it to go.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Abrinas the pass to Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain in the game.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Pass to Patterson. Shoots the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Patterson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Inside. Here's Abrinas. Chris with the rebound.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
Now here's Freq. Tight defense on him. From 13 feet, it goes down. Freq's got 9. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Roberson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Patterson, the screen. For 3, Westbrook. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 1. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Roberson's got his first points in this one.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
And the Thunder with the possession here. After the missed 3 from Freq.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates. And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
It's almost like a field goal kicker missing after all the hard work is put in. It's a frustrating way to go down.
Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Freq, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Now Chris. James Harden missing on the three. There's a screen by Chris. There's Freq. And too long on the shot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Here's Westbrook. That's off. It's his fourth miss in 7 tries. It's Harden with the drive. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Harden's got 18 points.
Harden always seemed to attract the crowd, but that doesn't stop him from making the play.
There's Aprinas. Doesn't go that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
You're going to win a lot of games when you can shoot the three ball the way they did in that one.
Once they started, it was like an avalanche. Even as the defense extended farther and farther.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Freq in their last outing against the Spurs got the job done. He finished with 66 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that high, it takes a while to cool down.
Yeah, he was special. But the biggest challenge for him tonight is that the defense will be ready for him. They saw what he did in the last game, just like the rest of them.
And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from Freq. 4 on the clock. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Patterson.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
And that one's good. Freq.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 25-point game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. He didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Now Anthony. Paul George missing from long range. Harden kicks to Freq. A three-pointer, no good. Under trailing by 4. For the finish. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Harden. And it's Brandon Knight in for Chris Paul. And here's Schroeder following the 3 from Freq. Here's the lob to Adams. Anthony, the pass to Freq. No good from outside. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Adams' shot is good.
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
Rockets leading by 3. Freq. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The shot by George, no good. The Rockets shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. A shot by Anthony, nobody around. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Screen by Adams. Patterson a screen on Knight. Schroeder dishes to Patterson. And George kicks to Patterson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Freq passes to Knight. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Houston on top, up 9.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, you were a key facilitator for your team in the first half. How rewarding is it for you when the offense is that smooth?
Yeah, you know, it's great. I mean, there's nothing better than bringing out the best in your teammates. Tonight they've been moving really well. You know, guys just setting screens, and they made it easy for me to get them good looks.
You knew what to do when you got those looks in the first half. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. You look at Freq in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Robertson and George fill out the wings. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's Freq. Paul George making his last shot. Freq kicks to Harden. Houston moving the ball around to the inside. Hartenstein passes to Chris. Shoots over Patterson. No good off the back of the rim.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
From deep, George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Now here's Freq. He's got 26. Paul George with the steal. Tipped away and stolen by Freq, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by George. Rockets leading by 4. Paul kicks to Freq. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Freq. And the jumper is good. Freq's got 28 points for the game. Westbrook against Paul. Adams with the screen on Paul. In the corner, it's Patterson. It's tipped. George passes to Roberson. Adams with the screen on Harden. Passes it to Westbrook. Here's Patterson. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Well, Kevin, the Western Conference Finals. I mean, the Rockets had the Warriors right where they wanted them. But due to the injury of Chris Paul, I mean, they helped open the door for the Dubs, but you got to play who's in front of you, and they won the last 2 games to take the series.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And had they advanced to the finals, Chris, the Rockets would have been favored. Is it hard to bounce back when you felt so close to winning a title? They double him with Freq. Outside for Felton. Shot from 16. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Chris, he's checked in for Houston. For Oklahoma City, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
He's terrific at finding the open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Screen by Adams. Lob pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Harden the pass to Freq. Doesn't get it to drop for him. George with the defensive effort. From about 16. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. George has got 38 points.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this one.
Freq kicks to Harden. Freq sets a screen for Harden. The pass to Freq. Outside Anthony. From deep. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Freq.
And that's another 3. And it really, if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Here's George. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Look, he's driven them to this lead, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
Green passes to Freq. Green kicks to Freq. From downtown, it's hauled in by Adams. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 16-7 run. The assist by Felton. George has got 42 in the game. Here's Freq. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And it's Schroeder missing. It's trailed by 4. There's Freq. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. George has got 5 rebounds tonight. Adams sets the pick for George. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder. Freq passes to Carmelo over Noel. Anthony's shot is off.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
I like the decision making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. And be right back. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Right now, their energy's better now. Pick it up. Let's go. Here we go.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. The Thunder lead.